Okay, friends, so we're going to start off laying down. Take your time. Spread your back out all on the floor. And we'll just take some time just to breathe. So think of pressing the back of your body down and inflating the whole front as you inhale and expand your chest. And as you exhale, find strength in your belly muscles as they pull inward, strengthening and supporting. Okay, giving your low back a really nice support. Continue to find this big breath, a complete breath. Complete inhales. And exhaling fully. And you could start to really cultivate that roar of the breath in your ears. And allow yourself to feel like each breath makes you a little heavier, a little more melted. Any tension in your body draining out into the floor. So this is a nice time to notice how your body's feeling today. Any particular sensations you notice, maybe an overall feel. How are you feeling? Physically, emotionally, mentally. Just notice everything going on your mat. Let's start to reach your arms out overhead. Take a really big stretch. Should feel nice. Just get as long as you can. And then keeping your neck pretty long, right? So keeping your shoulders moving away from your ears. You want to draw your belly button down toward the ground here. So you're feeling your core engaged. The low back is moving toward the floor. The belly button strong inward. So you feel pretty protected and wrapped up in your low back. Okay, and then from there, we're going to inhale to reach out really long through fingers and toes. With your exhale, pull your knees in, pull your hands in for your shins, and we're going to think of curling into a tiny ball. So your forehead and knees move toward each other, and they might touch or they might not. It's okay. And then for your inhale, get long again. Reach out and stretch. For your exhale, pull it in again. Make a tiny ball. Again, inhale long. Exhale, pull it in. Okay, so keep going. Keep breathing just like this. And you can make this movement really slow and gentle. Or you can start to challenge yourself as you warm up to get your forehead towards your knees and vice versa. Warming up your core. Stretching open your back. Let's do it 3 more times. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Go ahead and bring your forehead or your head and shoulders back to the floor here. And let your knees soften up into just about a right angle. So each knee, a very nice right angle. Reach your fingertips for your ears and take your elbows out wide here. And then if it's okay with your neck, only if it's okay with your neck, pick up your head and shoulders. Okay, like you're trying to lift your head without wrinkling your neck at all. So no sides of your neck have wrinkles. Keep your right angles, okay? I want to challenge you to tap your right toe to the floor without changing the angle in your right knee. So keep the right angle back to meet the left. So do the left toe, tap the left toe to the floor, pick it back up. And we'll switch sides. Right toe taps down, pick it up. Left toe taps down, pick it up. Now keep breathing and keep moving. Keep breathing and moving. So this is a little bit of a challenge. If it's too much, you can drop your head and shoulders, okay? That would be more gentle. If you like this challenge and you want to make it a little more challenging, you can extend your legs and think of tapping the heel to the floor, okay? So you have 3 choices here. You can choose which one you like the best. Either way, whatever you're doing, we're gonna do it 3 more times on each side. 3 and 3. Nice and slow. Belly button pulling down to the ground. 2 and 2. Last one and 1. Nice. Next time your knees come back up and in, tuck your hands behind them. Go ahead and rest your head on the floor for a moment. Okay, enjoy all that nice core warmth that we cultivated. So let's go ahead and rock it up. Tuck your hands behind your knees and come on up. And then you can roll onto hands and knees from here. So I'll meet you there. Okay, spread your fingers wide, please. And here comes some cat-cows. So rooting down into your hands, pulling your elbows in slightly. We're going to extend and flex your spine and get the torso moving around a bit. So pull on the mat here. Pull your heart forward. Pull, pull, pull as you inhale, arching your spine. As you exhale, push the floor. Push it away, round your spine. Drop your head, maybe shake it out. Ooh. And we'll do that a few more times. Inhaling, arch. Exhaling, round. Keep it moving. Okay, finding a really nice wavy movement in your spine. Maybe you could feel how you could start the movement in your tailbone and feel the rest of the spine follow. Tailbone points down, the rest of the spine rounds. Tailbone points up, the rest of your spine arches. Okay, building some heat and warmth. And let's roll it sideways a little bit. Roll sideways into your ribs. Go ahead and bring it back to a nice flat tabletop back. Tuck your toes here and lift your hips. Find a downward facing dog. Okay. So this is not a super warm downward facing dog, so we won't be here long. I just want you to walk your heels out a little bit and just notice the backs of your legs. How are your hamstrings, calves? How are the backs of your shoulders? Notice all that. And then from here, inhale, move your heart forward for a plank posture. Okay, shoulders over wrists, and you can use your knees if you want to do that. And with your exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Inhale here, we're rolling it up, reach up tall. Exhale here, drop it down to your chair squat. So tailbone down, heart lifting. Inhale here, heart up, back to standing. And exhale here, fold it all the way down, hinging at your hips. You can bend your knees if you need to, okay? Inhale, lift that heart, looking forward for a long spine. And then exhale here, make a really big fold. You can really bend your knees if you like. Okay, palms are down. Inhale for that plank. Then exhale to lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Okay, grip the mat. Pull your heart up and forward. Then exhale here. You could come up through hands and knees or up through a plank and find your downward facing dog. And let's do that 2 more times, just a little flowing and moving just to get us warmer. So feel free to take it a little slower if you need to. Inhaling, find your plank. Exhaling, walk to your hands and fold. Roll it up on your inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale here, drop your tailbone. Okay, see if you can go a little lower this time into your squat. Inhale here, stand it up. Exhale here, fold it down. Halfway up on your inhale. And a very big fold on your exhale. Palms are down. Inhale for your plank. And exhale all the way down. Inhale here, cobra. Lift your heart. Think of pulling the mat. And exhale here, downward facing dog. One more just like that, okay? Here we go. Inhaling, find your plank. Exhaling to your hands, fold. Inhale, roll it up. Lift your heart. Exhale, this time drop a little deeper into your chair squat. Drop your hips, lift your heart. Inhale to stand. Exhale, hinge and fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Your palms are down. Inhaling here, find your plank. And exhaling all the way down. Inhale, here's your cobra. Lift that heart. Point your tailbone down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come on up. Okay, pedal it out a little bit here. Walk it out. Walk out your heels. Shake your head. We'll get warmer. So remember that in your downward facing dog, you can always modify by bending your knees or just dropping to your knees. Okay, most things we do from down dog can be done from your knees. So keep your options open, friends. So I want to take you through a ladder flow today. That just means that we'll flow a good bit and we'll hold a little bit and we'll just keep adding on to this little sequence that we're going to build, okay? And you'll see what I mean. So here we go. With your inhale here, let's get the right leg up and out behind you. Exhale here, send that right knee forward and drop the foot between your hands. Come up on your tippy fingertips, and then with your inhale, look forward. With your exhale, I want you to drop a little deeper into this lunge. So keep pushing the floor. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, look forward. Long spine. Exhale, drop, press into the floor. One more time. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, see if you could push that floor a little more. Nice, bring your palms back to the floor here, coming up the way we came in. With your inhale, right leg up and out behind. Exhale here, drop the right foot next to the left. Now let's do that on the left side. Pretty simple, okay? Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhaling, left foot drops between your hands. Up on your fingertips here. Inhale for your long spine, looking forward. And exhale, resist the floor with your legs. See if you could soften into this lunge. 2 more times, just like that. Breathing, inhale, forward looking. Exhale, push the floor. One more like that. Big breath in. And big exhale. Nice. Palms come down, coming up to three-legged dog. Inhale here, left leg up and out behind you. And exhale here. Drop the left foot next to the right. Take a moment to walk it out here in your downward facing dog. Just take a few breaths. Okay, we're gonna add something on to that little flow that we just cultivated. Okay, pretty simple. Just one thing coming up. So let's try that again. Here we go. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Just like before, exhale, drop the right foot between your hands. Okay, inhale here, up on your fingertips, looking forward. Exhale here, dropping your hips a little lower, pushing the ground a little more. Okay, drop the left heel to the floor now. And inhale here, reach up with your left hand. So we're twisting. And if you need to, you can bring your right elbow to your right knee, okay? So I want to do the same thing we did here. You're inhaling to reach up, look up. You're exhaling to push down into the floor, maybe softening a little deeper into it. Okay, let's do that 2 more times with the breath. Inhaling, lift. Feel free to use the right knee. Then exhale, drop into it, soften into it. One more. Inhale, reach up tall. Take up all the space in this posture. Then exhale, drop that right hip a little lower, maybe. Okay, at the bottom of your exhale, left hand back to the floor, right hand back to the floor. Pop up that left heel. Coming back the way we came in. Inhale here, right leg up and out behind. And exhale, drop the right foot back to downward facing dog. Let's do that on the other side. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot drops between your hands. Up on your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen that heart forward. One time exhale and drop deeper into this lunge. Okay, drop the right heel to the floor. Inhaling here, right hand up. Okay, feel free to use left hand on left knee instead of fingers on the floor. And exhale, drop the left hip a little lower. We're gonna do 2 more breaths here, okay? Inhale, expand into this posture. Reach up tall. Exhale, drop lower. One more, inhale. Maybe looking up. And exhale. Coming down with that right hand and left hand now, up on the right toes, up to 3-leg dog on your inhale, left leg up and out behind. And exhale, drop the left foot by the right. Take a few breaths here, just walking it out, noticing if your legs are warming up or not. And we'll add something else onto that flow. So we'll take the same flow we just did and add one more thing. And here we go. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, drop the right foot between your hands. Coming up to that fingertip lunge. Inhale, looking forward on your fingertips. Just one breath here, exhaling as you drop a little deeper. Okay, drop the left heel like we did before. Inhale here, left hand up. One big breath in this nice twisted lunge. And exhale, drop your hips a little deeper. Now we're adding a warrior 2. So inhaling here, lift your upper body. Find a nice warrior 2, arms open wide, pointing the right knee over the right toes. 3 breaths in. As you exhale, sink deeper. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, take up a lot of space. Exhale, sink into it. One more, inhale, warrior 2. Take up all the space. Then exhale, drop the right hip a little lower. Nice. At the bottom of your exhale, hands down under your shoulders, left heel up, and inhaling that right leg up and out behind you. And exhale, right foot back to the floor. Okay, so we'll do that on the left side now. Here we go. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot down between your hands. Up on the fingertips, inhale, long spine looking forward. Okay, exhale, drop a little deeper. Resist the floor with your legs. Okay, dropping the right heel now. Inhaling, right hand up. One big breath in here, looking up maybe. And exhale, drop a little deeper. Coming up to your warrior two now. Inhaling, lift your upper body, arms open to the side. And exhale, drop that left hip a little lower. Make sure the left toes or left knee points over your toes, okay? 2 more breaths. Inhale, expand, reach your fingers out, press the floor. Exhale, drop a little deeper. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. At the bottom of your exhale, hands down on the floor under your shoulders. Right heel comes up. And inhale, left leg up. 3-leg dog, out behind. Exhale, drop that left foot next to your right. Take a few breaths here in your downward facing dog. Walk out your heels. So we're gonna add a couple more things, just the same way we've been doing this, okay? So here we go. On the right, inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, drop the right foot between your hands. Inhale, long spine, looking over that right knee. And exhale, drop deeper into your lunge. The left heel is coming down, right fingers on the floor or right elbow on the right knee. Inhaling, spiral up and open, looking up. That left hand, and then exhale, drop into that hip. Coming up to your warrior two now on your inhale, warrior two. Exhale, drop deeper into the hip. We're adding an exalted warrior. So drop the left hand to the left leg. Inhale, right hand up now. We're opening up the right side. So inhaling, you're big. Exhaling, you're dropping into the right hip. 2 more breaths. Inhale, expand. Exhale, drop into the right hip. 1 more breath into the right side. Big, expansive breath. Big exhale, drop lower. Nice. At the bottom of your exhale, all hands down around that right foot, left heel up. And then inhale, right leg up behind, 3-leg dog. Exhale, drop the right foot. Same thing on the other side, friends. Inhale here, left leg up. Exhale, left foot down between your hands. Up on your fingertips, long spine, inhale. Exhale, resist the floor with your legs. Drop the right heel now. Okay, coming up with the right hand, big breath in. Feel free to use the left knee if you need to. Exhale, drop the hips a little lower. Okay, coming up to your warrior two now. Inhaling, lift your upper body, open wide. Exhaling, drop a little deeper into your legs. Exalted warrior on this side now. Slide the right hand down the right leg. Expand the left side. Inhale, take up space. And exhale, drop lower. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, drop into that left hip. 1 more, big breath in. 1 last exhale, get a little lower. Nice, at the bottom of your exhale, all hands down around the front foot, back heel up. Inhale, left leg up and out behind. Then exhale, drop the left foot next to the right. Okay, guys, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna add one more again. So follow along. Inhale here, right leg up behind. Exhale, right foot down between your hands. Inhale, in that lunge, looking forward. Exhale, press into your legs. Sink deeper. Left heel down on the mat, okay? Inhaling, left hand up, look up. Exhale, drop into the right hip. Inhale, warrior two, come on up. Exhale, drop into that right knee again. Inhale, exalted warrior, lift that right hand. Exhale, drop a little deeper into the right hip. Okay, this time we're adding a warrior one. On your inhale this time, face the front of your space, both hands up overhead, hips and shoulders facing the front of your mat. 3 breaths here. Inhale, reach into the posture, and exhale, drop into the right hip. 2 more breaths. Big breath. Strong legs. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. All hands down around the front foot. Back heel up. Inhale here. Right leg up and out behind you. And exhale here. We're going to scorpion this right hip now, pointing the right toes over to the left. And pause and breathe here in your scorpion posture. Okay. Pointing those right toes, you might look under your left armpit and say hi to yourself, but please pull back on that left hip and drop into the right shoulder. Okay, we got the legs nice and warm, so this is a great stretch for the back of your left leg. And if you want to maybe explore a little further, you can keep pulling back on that left hip and maybe lift that right toe up into the air, extending the right knee. 1 more big breath here in your scorpion posture. And with your exhale, come on down. Bring that right foot down next to the left. Walk it out, back in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here before we go to the second side. All right, grounding into your hands. Here we go. Inhaling, friends, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, draw that foot forward, drop it between your hands. Up on your fingertips, your first little lunge here, looking forward as you inhale. Exhale, drop deeper into your hips. Right heel is coming down, right hand is coming up. Inhale, lift and twist your heart open. Exhale, drop deeper into the left hip. Coming up to warrior two now. Inhale here, upper body over your hips. 1 nice breath in. And exhale, drop a little lower into the left hip. Exalted warrior, slide the right hand down the right leg as you inhale and lift open that left side. Exhale, drop a little lower into the left hip. Coming to a warrior one now, inhaling here, arms up as you face your hips and shoulders toward the front of your space. Okay, so really pull that right hip forward. We'll take 3 breaths here. Inhaling to take up space and exhaling, press into the floor. 2 more, big breath in. Warrior one, and exhale. Last breath. Drop into that left hip. Nice. At the bottom of your exhale, drop your hands under your shoulders. Pop up the right heel. And inhale here, left leg up and out behind. Now let's scorpion this side, okay? So exhale here, bend the left knee. Point the toes to the right. And start to look under your right armpit at your toes. Please make double extra sure that you're dropping that left shoulder and pulling back on the right hip. That's how we get what we need here. And breathe. Allow that right hip to peel open. The back of the right leg just softening. See if you could soften the right heel toward the floor. Perhaps here, if everything's feeling great, you want to extend that left leg, but keep pulling back on the right hip. One more breath here, yogis. And then allow that left leg to drop next to the right. Take a few breaths here, walking it out before we keep going, okay? Now that was it. We're not gonna add anything else to that flow. So thanks for coming along on that journey with me. Okay, from here, friends, walk all the way to your hands. Just walk, walk, walk. And then bend your knees. Give your hands a rest here. You can grab your elbows and just swing. Allowing your upper body to hang from your hips. Shake your head out. All right. Letting your spine kind of hang in traction. Hopefully you notice some nice spaciousness in the backs of your legs, the back of your neck, maybe your low back. And I just want to play around with this fold shape and kind of explore a different kind of fold. So if you shimmy your feet close together here, go and shimmy them close together. And remember to keep a nice bend in your knees here so that you're able to touch the floor, okay? If you're reaching for the floor, it's not gonna be so good for your spine. So bend those knees so you can at least fingertips on the floor. So once your feet are close together, you're just gonna step your left foot in front of your right, okay? And you might need to bend your knees to do that. So it's like you're walking on a balance beam, okay? And then pivot on your left heel to point only your left toes out to the left. So when you look at your feet, they make an L shape or a right angle. And then maybe with your knees really bent, you walk your hands out to the left and let your head hang. And hold right here and breathe. So everyone's gonna be super different here. Okay, for some people, you're gonna need to bend your knees a lot to get your fingertips down to let your head hang, okay? Some people will be different. You'll be able to extend your knees more, still fingertips, and still hanging your head. But promise that you're not gonna lock your knees out, okay? Make sure they're soft. If you want more and everything's going great, you can walk your fingertips out behind you here, okay? Remember to bend your knees or not, but keep them soft. So this should feel really nice in your right low back, outer hip. Maybe one more nice breath here in this funky, folded, twisted shape. And let's bring it back to center. Okay, left foot steps back next to the right, and we can switch sides. Okay, right foot steps in front of the left now. Put some nice bend in your knees to accommodate yourself here. And then pivot on the right heel, point the right toes to the right. So you could even stay right here if this is enough, okay? You can walk your fingers out to the right if you want. Give yourself some time just to let your head hang. There's no rush. There's nowhere to go with this, just this. Maybe fingers go all the way behind you. Breathe. See if you can feel the whole left side getting spread open from the left hip all the way up to your armpit. Maybe one more really nice breath here. Bring yourself all the way back in. Feet back to normal here. And then if you just bend your knees, you can come all the way to the floor and have a seat. Shake your legs out here. Okay, great work in the legs today. We warmed them. We used all the lower body joints in almost all the ways they can go. And we stretched out the backs of the legs. So let's bring the right foot in now. Slide the right foot in towards your hips. And then I want you to turn out to the side, facing away from your left foot. So your left leg is out there on the left. And your right knee points away from your left knee. So it's almost like you're in a straddle shape, but you just pulled your right foot in close to you. So take your time settling in. Okay, sometimes I have to fidget a little bit. You probably do too. And then once you feel comfortable, you want to imagine that you're pushing down into your legs. So your legs are actively resisting the floor. And of course, that's going to give us some great tools to kind of unlock the posture when we give a little bit of resistance against gravity. So we can have the left hand on the right hip here, right hand up and over. And we're going to start pressing into that right hip, like you wanted to push it into the floor. So keep breathing, reaching out to the left, and really pushing that right hip down. And think of lengthening your torso on all sides out to the left. Keep breathing, a really great side stretch in your right side. I'm sure you feel it. So we'll take some time just breathing here. You have options. If you want a more supportive, gentle option, you can take the left elbow to the left thigh and just rest here, dropping into the right hip still, lengthening your torso to the left still. Okay, deeper into the posture, you can drop that left elbow to the floor. You can think of maybe kind of peeling open your chest to the ceiling on the right. Remember to breathe and drop that right hip. Okay, perhaps the deepest expression of this posture is walking the left hand over to the right thigh, okay? I like to grab the top of the thigh near the hip and use it like a handle. And then maybe the right fingers tickle the left toes. Breathe wherever you are. 3 more breaths, peeling open that right side. Two more breaths. Make a lot of space around your ears here. Last breath. Okay, you can use your right fingers on the floor by your left leg to just press yourself up. And then grab the right knee and point it up, planting that right foot on the floor. Okay, left arm is going to wrap around that right knee, and we'll turn this into a twist. So right fingers behind you. Lift up your long spine on your inhales. And with your exhale, press into the right hip. And go deeper into this twist. So we'll take a few breaths here, just twisting, friends. Okay. Remember to ground into your lower body. Lift your upper body. And if you want to deepen this, you can take left elbow to the outside of the right knee and go a little deeper into the twist. Breathing, grounding. One more breath here. Untwist yourself here, and we can push the right knee back to the floor, okay? And so now we're going to turn to face the left leg all the way out, facing toward that left leg, and then arrange yourself so that you could start to fold over this left leg. So you might need to pick your hips up and shift it around. But drop your fingertips beside you and just make your spine nice and long. So cultivating that pressing down feeling in both your legs and your hips. You're gently resisting the floor. And that's giving you a lot more freedom to have a long spine. So you can maybe start walking your fingertips out in the direction of your left foot. Pressing the floor down, lengthening your spine, taking your time just to breathe as you move your heart towards your left toes. Okay, continue. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe you dropped your elbows here. But no matter what, resist the floor, lengthen your spine. Maybe start to drop your head. And breathing into the back of your body. Feel the ribs spreading open. Okay, use your left kneecap and pull it up towards your left hip here. Engaging your quadriceps can help your hamstring let go a little bit. So use that to your advantage. Maybe 3 more breaths in your fold. Long spine inhale, push the floor. Drop into your hips as you exhale. Finding just the right amount of strength and activity here to give yourself that release, that spaciousness. There's a balance. Last breath. Start to roll yourself up, up. Leaning back on your hands here, you can kick both legs out and shake them out. And we'll do the other side. So everything the same on the other side. So now the right leg will be the long leg, okay, out to the right. The left leg will be bent. So kind of like you're in a straddle. Knees pointing away from each other. And give your legs the right amount of activation, push down into both legs against the floor, and that's going to give us the right amount of spaciousness. So feel free to play with how much you want to push down. Let's bring the right hand to the left hip, left arm up, and just start to lengthen your torso over to the right. Remember to breathe. Ground your hips. Lengthen on your inhales and ground on your exhales. Okay, and you have all the time in the world here. So there's nowhere to be. Just enjoy being here. And so options, always, you can put right elbow on right thigh, make it a little bit more supported. You could think of starting to peel the left side of your chest up and open, maybe right elbow to the floor. Okay, I like to grab the left thigh with the right hand and try to tickle the right toes with the left hand. Ground your hips, keep breathing. Find space around your neck and your ears. Notice the right side of the low back, all the tissue on the top side of your right hip. Nice spaciousness. Last breath here. You can use your left fingers on the floor by your right leg to push yourself up. And now we'll turn this into a twist. So pick up the left knee, point it up, and hold that left leg with your right arm. Left fingers behind you. Long spine inhale. Big twist on your exhale. Looking over that left shoulder. So take some time here. Remember, your hips are still heavy. Your legs are still pushing down. Option to take the right elbow outside the left knee and deepen that twist. One more big breath here in your big twist. Wringing out your spine. And spiral yourself out of that and push the left knee back to the floor. So we're facing out more directly toward the right leg now. Okay, the right leg is still long, the left knee is still bent, and you're still pushing the floor with your legs, just enough. So we have lots of time just to drape over this right leg. There's no rush. On your inhales, long in your spine. And on your exhales, push the floor with your legs. You can almost float your hands here if you wanted to see what an important role your legs have in folding you into this posture. Okay, so strengthen the top of the right thigh by moving the right kneecap up towards your hip and resist the floor with your legs. That's going to give you the folding power you need. Okay, only fold as much as feels right. Notice the back of the right leg, the back of your ribs. Maybe come to your elbows, maybe drop your head. Find that long neck. Last breath here. And start to roll yourself up. No rush. Extend both your legs here. Shake them out. All right, should be feeling nice and spacious across the backs of the legs, the back of your torso. Okay, now I just want to give us one very nice little back extension to counter out all the folding we just did. So just drop your hands behind you, under your shoulders, so your fingers point back at you, okay? And usually your fingertips will be kind of grazing your glutes here. So palm down, just drop to your elbows. Okay, I like a little slight bend in the knees here, just enough to put the feet down really. So you can play with that, knock your knees together so your low back feels really neutral. And then pressing down into your elbows, which are right under your shoulders, you want to start to feel your heart lift up. So push down in the elbows, lift up in the heart. And take a few breaths, just expanding your chest upward and open as your shoulder blades lift up your rib cage. So this might be enough, okay? And feel free to stay here if this is quite enough, especially in the fronts of your shoulders, okay? It can be a big stretch. But if you want to go deeper, continue that sternum lifting feeling, elbow pressing down, but put a really good tuck in your chin. So tuck the chin in by your neck and then start to drop your head. But don't untuck your chin, okay? Breathe. Push the floor down. Lift your heart up. Breathe. Breathe into the fronts of your shoulders, your chest. One more big breath here in your fish pose. And then you can pull your chin back in by your chest. Okay. Moving your knees out away from each other, or your elbows out away from each other. Drop all the way down to your back. And then you can extend your legs, friends. You made it all the way to the floor. We're just going to rest now. Well, spread yourself out on the mat. Take up a lot of space here. Give your shoulder blades a nice tuck under your ribs. Your heart a little lift and your chin a little bit of a tuck as well. And you are ready just to rest in Shavasana. And finding your face can be soft here, your breath can be soft and free. No longer controlling your breath or your body. Just being with your breath, being in your body. As you rest, allow your body to soften more with each breath. No effort now, no tension. And let your breath run wild and free. Just see what your new natural pace of breath is like. And please keep resting just like this for as long as you can. Okay, the longer the better. This is where I'll leave you for our practice today. Thanks so much for joining me.